Wunda Wunda is my name. Oh, boys and girls, I'm glad you came. We'll have fun as I explain how we play our Wunda games. I'll be right out. Oh, happy day, you have come to play. Hooray, I clap my hands and shout. I turn myself about, jump, 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 like a kangaroo. You say hello to me, I say hello to you. And a lot of music man, too. Music man. And Susabella. And Wilting Willie. Happy Susabella, smiling Susabella. Susabella's always happy because she says any time she looks in the mirror and sees herself pouting and sees her mouth all turned upside down, she says to herself, if a frown should come your way, do not let it stay. Simply turn it upside down and chase that frown away. Or a pout. Shall we do it with a pout? See how it turns way down? If a pout should come your way, do not let it stay. Simply turn it upside down and chase that pout away. Oh, those shoes are beautiful, Susabella. Oh, all sparkly and lovely, made in the country of Persia. Well, long ago it was called Persia. Today it's called Iran. But they make lovely things there. What do you suppose that Willie's going to be? Is he going to be stand-up Willie or wilting Willie? Well, let's guess. Get your guess ready. Now, will he, won't he stand up today? Oh, will he, won't he, what do you say? I think perhaps he's going to be stand-up Willie today. That's what I guess. No, he isn't. No, he is. Oh, go ahead, Friendly Flower. Laugh and laugh and laugh. You knew it all the time. That's the way with guessing. When you guess, sometimes you're right and sometimes you're wrong. Isn't that the way it is, Daphne? Oh, all right. Do you have a long list today or a short list today? A long, long, long list. You never know, though. She plays tricks, doesn't she? That would mean lots and lots and lots of names. May I please? Thank you very much. She's right. It is a long, long, long list today. Today, says Daphne Duck, we tell the story especially for Evelyn Laws, who lives in Raymond and is just 6. It's going to take 2 hands, isn't it? And for Tricia O'Connell of Kent, who is just 3. For Rusty Holter of Kirkland, who is just 3. For Norman Wold, who is just 3. For Joan Mason of Port Angeles and Judy Green of Tacoma. And all those having birthdays today. And all those named Judy today, huh? All right. Now, Daphne, let's see if we can guess the sounds and the letters we use for those sounds, Now, you see if you can guess first. Daphne says first we have the sound g, 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 as in go and guy. And we have the letter G for the g, g, g sound. We have the sound L as in lippy and loppy and lie and lay. We use the letter L for the L sound. We have the sound O, but you have to have a friend go with it, Daphne. Just a minute. We've got to have 2 here. Yes, because we're going to have a brand new sound. Look at that. The 2 together are going to make one sound, ow. And to make one sound, we use 2 letters. The first one is named O, and the second one is named W. And they make one sound, ow. Oh, you. Daphne. And now we have the sound and we use letter E for that. And we have the sound R, as in red and ripe and rose and radish. And we use the letter R for that sound. And we have the word glower, to frown, to scowl, glower. Unhappy. Oh, Daphne, Susabella had on those beautiful shoes made in the country of Iran, now called Persia, now called Iran. Once was called Persia, though, long, long, long ago. And there are some wonderful stories about Persia of long, long, long ago. And there's a story about her girl who glowered and frowned. Let me tell you about Fatima of Persia. Now, once upon a time, long ago and far away, in the ancient country of Persia, there lived a family of rug makers. As soon as the children were old enough, they all helped to weave the beautiful rugs. And when they were truly old enough and had worked very hard, each one made a rug all his own. And then it would be put on the hillside with all the rugs that the family had made, so everyone could admire them. And people from all over the world would buy these rugs or carpets to put on the floors of their houses to make them beautiful. Everyone in this carpet maker's family liked to make rugs except one, Fatima. Whenever they asked her to do anything, she just scowled and frowned and looked perfectly terrible. She was most dreadfully lazy, and her mother worried. Her mother thought until she had an idea. She said, Fatima, I have put a silken pavilion, a tent, in the garden, and in it is a big loom and all manner of yarns. You are to stay there until you have woven a carpet. You know how. You have seen me weave the carpets. Yes, Mother, said Fatima. I have seen you weave the carpets. Oh, many, many times she had seen her mother weave the carpets, as her mother sat on a broad plank and threw the shuttle this way and then that way and then this way and then that way, making a beautiful rug with shining colors in the rug. This was what Fatima must do. Yes, Mother. Now, Fatima, you must stay in the pavilion. I have put a mat there for you to sleep upon. I will bring you food. You may come out again and join your family when you have made your carpet. Then Mother left. Fatima went in the pavilion and looked at the big loom, and she scowled, and she frowned. Oh. She picked up the shuttle and she began to push the yarn through it. She really didn't go very fast because she had to stop so many times and frown and glower and scowl. Suddenly, a head was pushed through the tent and a voice said, Good morning. All she could see was a camel. Who said something? I did. Oh, that's silly. Camels can't talk. Really? Well, do you know, I've heard that there is a country of ice and snow. I've never seen it, but I think it probably is there. Oh. I suppose you're right, Camel. But I don't see how you can help me. I have to weave a great carpet. Oh, how I hate it. But the Camel said, Oh, well, I could help you, of course. I could weave the carpet for you. Fatima was most astonished. That's silly. Camels can't weave carpets. The Camel just blinked down at Fatima and looked very disgusted and said, A little bit ago, you said that camels couldn't speak either. And here we are, having a perfectly delightful conversation. Now, if you'll step out of the way, I'll show you how it's done. So the Camel went over to the loom and picked up some yarn in his teeth and began to weave it in and out and in and out. He really could. Fatima was so glad to have gotten out of the work. Oh, he said, that is just wonderful. Now, I should do something for you since you're helping me. And the Camel said, I'll think of something. Oh, I know. Right now, I'm rather thirsty. This is thirsty work. Get me a jar of water. Oh, yes, right away, said Fatima. So she got a big jar, and she hurried out to the well, and she filled the big jar, and she hurried back in. It was very heavy, and the camel drank it up every bit. And then the camel said that he wanted more. So Fatima went back out to the well again and filled up the jar and came back to the camel, who drank it up again. Back to the well she went, back to the camel, back to the well, back to the camel. Where is he putting it, said Fatima. She went back and forth to the well so many times she thought surely the well would run dry, and she was most terribly tired. And then that camel, without a word of thanks, looked at Fatima and said, I'm hungry. When do we get some food? And I'm going to sleep here on the mat. Where are you going to sleep? Oh, well, I was going to sleep on the mat. It gets very cold outside, you know, Camel. But don't stop working. You sleep inside where it's warm, and I'll sleep outside where it's cold. Mother said she would bring me my dinner. But if you eat my dinner, what am I going to eat? But the camel just blinked and looked at Fatima and said, that is your problem. Fatima had never worked so hard in all her life. The days went by like that. She went back and forth to the well getting the water. The camel even had her scratching behind the ears. He got to sleep inside. She had to sleep outside. He ate all the food. She got no food because the camel said he was doing all the work, so he should get all the food. Oh, and then the rug didn't look like much anyway. But at last the camel was finished. And Fatima took the rug and said, well, I don't know what Mother will say when she sees it. I don't really want it to go on the hillside with the other rugs of my family. But Mother said I just had to weave a rug, and this is a rug. So, well, she started to go when the camel said, just a moment. Do bring me back some more water and food and another brush to scratch behind my ears. Do you want to be scratched behind your ears? You just go out and roll in a thorn patch. But the camel looked at Fatima with a most stern expression. Fatima, I may have to tell your mother. You can keep your old carpet, and I'm going to go tell my mother right now. I'm going to weave my own carpet that I'll be proud to have on the hillside with those of my family. And you can sleep outside. Well, the camel went right by Fatima outside, and Fatima sat down at the loom, and she worked and she worked and she worked until she had woven a most beautiful rug, one that was put on the hillside with those of her family, and they all were proud of the rug Fatima had made. That was rather fun, said Fatima. And Camel, I'm going to do my own work from now on. And the camel said, well, I have to admit that you do make a much better carpet than I. Why don't you do what you do best, since you're such a good worker, and I'll do what I do best. I can carry and fetch things, take you for rides. Fine, said Fatima. So the two friends lived happily ever after. Oh, let's stretch. Let's stretch and pretend that we have hinges, like a door has hinges, or our little hinges on our cards so we don't break. Or do you have hinges? Let's say I'm all made of hinges. I'm all made of bends from the top of my head way down to my ends. I have hinges in my front. I have hinges in my back. If I didn't have hinges, I think that I would crack. That makes us smile, doesn't it? We're glad we don't crack. I still haven't seen Henry and Albert in the spaceship. I wonder, how about Albert and Henry? I wonder what they're doing. Let's go see. In just a moment, Banjo Eyes.
I'm hungry. My tummy is growling. Come on, can't we practice going up on space another time?
Nope. Right now, Henry, we have to find out if you can really stay in a spaceship for a long time. It takes a long time, you know, to go way up and way down, you know.
Yeah, I know. But a peanut butter sandwich would help me, please.
Nope. Let's see if you know how long time is.
I know it's about that long,
No, Henry. Now, I have set our timer here for 10 seconds. Turn it on, then hide your head, and tell me when the time is up.
All right. It'll help me get my peanut butter sandwich sooner. Where?
Put your head down.
Yeah. It's time. It's been a long.
No, Henry, it hasn't either. The timer hasn't gone off at all.
Yeah, boy, yeah, but...
Oh. Careful of it, Henry, careful of it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'll help you. There we are. All right now.
Well, isn't that enough? Can't we have a peanut butter sandwich now?
No, Henry. Our clock has to go for a whole minute.
A whole minute? Oh, Albert, that's forever.
No, it isn't now. Put your head down and I'll say go. And you see if you can guess how long a minute is.
All right, all right. Well, is it a long time?
It's a long time.
Long time, huh? All righty.
All right, I'll be sure the buzzer goes off, Henry. There he comes. It's coming around. There it is. All righty, Henry. Come on now, Henry. Come, Henry.
Yeah, you called up. You said it was going to be a long time. I thought I might just as well leave my suit behind and have a peanut butter sandwich, huh?
Oh, no. Oh, give me strength.
Quizzy Puppy always makes us smile and laugh, and he wants to play a rhyming game with us. Now, let's see. We'll try to guess first. Let's rhyme with, sat. We'll rhyme with sat. Now, Quizzy Puppy has fat. Does fat rhyme with sat? Let's see what Quizzy Puppy says, huh? Yes, he says it certainly does. How about pussy? Pussy rhyme with fat. What do you say, Quizzy Puppy? I don't think so. No, he says it doesn't at all. No. Let's play a game with our fingers, How about 5 little soldiers standing in a row, 2 stood straight and 3 stood so. Along came the major, and what do you think? Up they jump as quickly as a wink. Ready? 5 little soldiers standing in a row, 2 stood straight and 3 stood so. Along comes the major, and what do you think? Up jump the 3 as quickly as a wink. 2 and 3. And we have 5. Thank you, Quizzy Puppy. Oh. Nap time, Mrs. Clancy. Now it is nap time. Let's form in a line and all go off to dreamland and dream our dreams so fine. I'll go to my window and wave just to you. And when you see me wave my hand, be sure that you wave too. Wunda, Wunda is my name. Oh, boys and girls, I'm glad you came. We've had fun and played our games. Won't you come again? Sweet dreams.